What if there was one golden rule that you could follow to give yourself the best chance of winning your ranked matches? One thing that could immediately put your team at an advantage before even loading into the map. That's something everyone would want to know, right? Now, is the perfect team comp even a thing? No, there's always going to be debate on which agents are the best for each map. While some comps are more optimal than others, we can put this method to the test to see how powerful we can make your comp for each map. I'm chill and let's get into it. Of course, most people want to win their ranked games, and sometimes you need some guidance to secure that W. That guidance has come in the form of a TikTok that was recently put out by professional Valorant team The Guard. In this TikTok, The Guard show a pretty interesting technique for selecting the best team comp for every map. Let's take a look.
Each team needs 3 things: a smoke to cut off sightlines, a drone or dog to clear close, and a flash to get enemies off angles. Now let's try this out on Icebox. Let's grab Viper for smokes, Sova for drone, and KO for flashes. Now for the character good on this map, let's take Sage. And finally, a character that's good in this meta, definitely Chamber. Now we have a meta Icebox comp.
Now, some of you may have thought to yourself, this method seems decent, but it feels like it's missing something, specifically traps. These include Chamber's trademark, Cypher's trapwires, or Killjoy's alarm bot and turret. I would agree that, especially in ranked, having a trap like these to watch flanks can be crucial. I can't tell you how many times I've lost rounds because my teammate didn't watch the flank or place the trap down. There are certainly huge differences between ranked and pro play. Pros are very good for watching for these flanking plays, and that's why you'll see that sometimes they don't even use an agent with trap abilities. Considered one of the best in the game right now with a trap ability is Chamber. Now on most maps, Chamber will fit in that meta slot that the Guard mentioned, but I will give alternative picks for each slot so you have some options. Make sense? Good. Let's start with Ascent. For Ascent, we'll pick Astra on smokes with Omen as an alternative, Sova on drone. Fade can also work well here. KO will be for flashes, Killjoy for the map, and Jet for our meta pick. I picked Astra over Omen because I'm biased, but also because her smoke and Gravwell combo is very strong in the choke points leading to sight. Her Cosmic Divide is also great on this map for various situations. If you want an easier controller, Omen is your guy. In the drone slot, Sova has always been the go-to pick because of his strong dart locations, and let's not forget the garage wallbang. Fade can sub in for Sova since she is very similar in many ways. Can't go wrong with either. KO is a harder agent to play, but using his knife to cancel out abilities is huge, and there are a lot of great spots for his knife to reveal a lot of enemies in tight spaces pretty easily. Killjoy is our trap agent on Ascent because she has some great turret, molly, and ult spots. I particularly like Jet as the meta pick because of her ability to throw a smoke and dash into sight, especially at B where she can dash onto the door switch. Bind is interesting because the meta in ranked is pretty different than the meta in pro play. Pros run double controller, typically Viper and Brim. Although the pros believe it's optimal, we'll stick to the new method. On smokes, we have Brim with Astra as an alternative. Drone can be Fade, Sky for flashes, Raze for the map slot, and Chamber for the meta pick. Brim has the longest lasting smokes in the game, and considering Bind's small size, it's easy for him to smoke most chokes for the team. Astra is a good alternative because of the tight chokes, and Omen could definitely work here too. Running double initiator on this map can get you a lot of valuable info, so for the drone we'll use Fade, and for the flash we'll pick Sky. Bind is a great map for Raze due to her ability to push out enemies with her nade, and you get the bonus of having a third drone type ability in her boombot. Our trap / meta agent is once again Chamber. Haven is one of those maps you can get away with a variety of agent comps. I'll give you alternatives for most slots to give you an idea of what might work best. In our smoke slot, we have Omen with Astra as an alternative. Drone, we have Sova. Flash, we can go Sky or Breach. Jet for the map slot, and Chamber for meta. Omen and Astra are great on Haven due to their smoke placement range and Omen's ability to reach high ground. Sova is definitely the best drone agent due to his many different dart spots. For Flash, we can go Sky and get that secondary drone as a bonus. Breach is also great for flashes and flushing enemies out of spots with his aftershock. Jet is another solid agent for this map due to the height advantage, and Chamber for the meta and trap potential. You could probably use Cypher as well here now because he got a nice buff to his traps. Breeze is pretty straightforward with some wiggle room for certain slots. In smokes, we have Viper, obviously. Drone, we have Sova. Flash, KO, or Sky. Map, we can go Reyna or Jet, and Chamber for the meta. Viper is the go-to because of Breeze's huge open areas, and although Harbor can technically work too, he's still a weaker pick right now. Maybe someday, buddy. Sova is our strong drone pick again due to his long-range darts. In the flash spot, we can go with KO or Sky here. KO has some great flash and knife spots to help the team enter sight. Sky is going to be the alt pick here because she can control her flashes a little bit more easily. Our map pick can either be Reyna or Jett. I picked Reyna since she recently got a buff to her Leer range, so she's more viable now on bigger maps. Jett is a solid alternative. Our boy Chamber can go in the meta spot. He's even better on this map due to his Headhunter having an advantage on pistol round, his high ground rendezvous positions, and his ult. Icebox was already covered in the TikTok, but I'll explain why each agent works well here. Viper has some great walls to help you plant and defend sites, especially on B, and her ult is strong in post plant. Sova is the higher pick drone agent, but Fade can work well here too, and that's because her prowlers clear the many angles enemies could be hiding. If you want to see a full guide for Fade, check out the video in the top right. KO's knife can help you take sites and easily find enemy locations, and his flash spots are also solid. Sage is arguably mandatory on Icebox due to the meta strategy for planting B site. I'm sure you've seen this wall used to plant B, and this one in tube for defending mid. Chamber is great on this map due to the high ground and angles you can also play. Fracture is another one of those maps where you can get away with a large variety of team comps. In the smoke slot, we have plenty of solid options between Brim, Omen, or Viper, depending on you and your teammates' comfort level with each. Drone can be Fade or Sky as an alternative. Flash is going to be Breach. Our main flex pick will be Neon or Raze, and Chamber in the last slot. I chose 3 smoke agents because you honestly can't go wrong with either. I've played Viper, Brim, and even Astra and have done decently. If you pick Viper, I would try to learn some good wall and poison orb spots first. Fade will do well on this map due to the high ground haunt spots and prowlers to get info on enemies and grab ultimate orbs. Sky can be an alt pick if you prefer her. For flashes, we have Breach, but I think his main strength on this map comes from his fault line and aftershock. There are a lot of long lanes his fault line can take advantage of here. Neon has been used a lot in pro play on this map due to her fast lane for site entry, and Raze's utility is good for taking space quickly. Yet another good map for Chamber due to the high ground positions. Finally, we have Pearl. Starting with smokes, we got Astra as the primary agent and Viper as the secondary. You can use both to maximize your coverage, but it's ranked and the odds of double controller happening are pretty low. Either or works though. Fade will be on the drone spot, Phoenix or Reyna on flashes, Sage for the map pick, and Chamber or Cypher on traps. Since B and A are pretty far from each other, your best bet will be Astra, but Viper is very good for blocking multiple angles. Fade is the drone pick because of the many tall buildings her haunt can use, and I chose Phoenix because he does have his wall as a solid tool to entry sight, especially on B long. But Reyna can also work well here if you like more of a pure fragger. You can pick KO, but you'll need to learn some good flash spots first. Sage is in the map slot because you can use her wall in various scenarios, and slowing attackers B long with your slows and wall can put them in a very uncomfortable position. Chamber is going to be the best pick, but I think Cypher definitely has potential on this map due to his trapwire length being buffed. And that's going to be it for this one. I know some of you are probably going to disagree with some of these picks, and that's perfectly fine. If you find a specific agent that works well for you on a particular map, then keep using them. These picks are based on recent pro matches and high rank agent pick stats. Stats in pro play won't always reflect how well a team will perform in a ranked game, but hopefully they can give you an idea of what's considered meta on each map. If you're looking for more ranked guides, check out this one where I discuss the inner workings of Valorant's rank system. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.